All right. Hello, sports fans. Welcome in. Welcome in. Had a great session, a great conversation piece with Who Cares. We just finished up just over an hour ago. We had some stuff we were working on after the fact. So Who Cares and I, we're going to call it a talk show. We want to make sure we give a special shout out, a special thank you to iFrog. Who actually said, you don't have to put this in just chatting. You can use like a talk show. As it turns out, Who Cares and I, neither one of us knew that there was a talk show category, which is why it's so awesome. So we switched over while we were midstream to sure. That's too funny. This guy flops the nuts and it checks all the way around, and then on the river, he 6 times the flop. It's 6 times the pot, and it shows that he flops a full house. Too funny. Anyway, so we got it switched around. We got it switched over to just chatting. So from just chatting to the show. Talk show, so that's good. So again, thank you to iFrog. It took about an hour or so to download from Twitch and then upload to YouTube. So down below, there's 2 socials. I got 2 socials down there. I have a Instagram, which has got my food channel on there, all the different meals that I've made. I actually have to upload 2 different meals so far. I made my very first prime rib dinner the other night, and wanted to share that. This is 9, 10. Yeah, that would have ripped it in there as well as Mrs. Frostmage is actually out of town. She's in a work conference this week in Montreal, which is 3,000 kilometers away, 2,500 kilometers away from here. So I'm working on. I'm flying solo. So I made myself pizza last night because I can. It was delicious. It is delicious. So I will upload both of those. Actually, probably should do that during a break here, the next break, if I have time. You know what I'm trying to work on here? This is. Let me back this up because obviously there's something I've missed. Is that right? 45016. 45016. I didn't upload it. 18 final tables with 100 plus people. 18 final tables plus people, and I just uploaded the one, so it's 4. No. Two. So this is now 3, so this should be 8. Eight. 9, 10, 11, 12, so this should be 20. Just doing some math in the background here. I think I only have just the one going right now at one table. Well, that's good. That's a good sign. The background is black and the writing is now white, so that's good. We can read that. So I'm on a bit of a quest. You can see at the bottom of the screen there, underneath the poker table, that there's 2 It's because the one table I was going to buy in, I did not. I should probably turn that off. So let me just change that. There we go. So that's accurate. That's what it's supposed to look like. I am currently trying to find. I'm just logging in more and more tables at this point. That's what's happening. I'm flying solo, so I made myself pizza last night because. Oh, that's awesome. That's good that I can hear myself. So I am on a quest. I am on a journey. I took this on from someone else. I saw another poker streamer do this. I thought it was fantastic. I thought it was pretty good, and tried to take on the same quest. It's something to shoot for, but the reality is that is not going to occur. That's not going to happen this month. So then I tried to put it into context why that guy is doing that and how is he doing it. He only plays on ACR, America's Card Room. I only play on Party Poker. So because America's Card Room has a ton of people and Party Poker doesn't have a ton, it's about tracking how many tournaments you play, how many you don't play, yada yada yada, right? So I've trying to upload today. I've currently played outside of today 131 tournaments since the start of the month, and I haven't streamed every day, by the way. And of those 131 tournaments, the quest is to final table, or to get 50 final tables with tournaments that have 100 people or more. Because a bigger pay field, you get bigger payouts, etc. Right? So that's where the kick is. What is this one? So it looks like yesterday, as of yesterday, I had 4 final tables where tournaments had 50 people or more. I've had 20 final tables where there's between 90 and 99. No, that can't be right. That can't be right. 5 between, so let's come back to where is the 5 here. I have to go back and look here because here's one that there's 98 people and I placed 3rd, right? But because it's not 100, it doesn't qualify towards the 50 final tables with 100 people or more, even though I placed 3rd. So the next one is I've got 4 tables of 50 where it's more than 100 people, and I have 5 where there's 90 to 99 people. That one's not included. I've got another one here where then I have final tables of more than 100 people. How many final tables do I have total? Right, where it's less than 100. I've got 5th in a 39. I placed 7th out of 66, 2nd out of 66. For the board? That'll work. 5th out of 57, 9 out of 36, 12, not 12, 12. Right? So, I mean, I've got a shit ton of tournaments that I've finished in. I just haven't. And then yesterday, there was 99 people. Again, if it went on for 30 more seconds, we would have had at least one more person. And I have a ton of those. That's kind of my point I'm trying to get at. It's just a ton where I've missed out. So, what are you going to do? What are you going to do? We're going to open this one. Let's see this. 131 tournaments since the start. Oh yeah, okay, we got this one up here. Antonius stream. When you get bots, you got to get rid of those bots. That's all there is to it. So if you're not, then let me know, bots, and we will discuss. But if you make the bot list, you make the bot list. You know what I'm saying? Okay. Do I have a last one in here? Oops. Messed that up. Okay. Let's make sure that's all good. Who cares? Welcome in, buddy. Welcome in. Thank you for lurking in the background. Who cares is a moderator extraordinaire, and you know what? We want to do a couple different things. Oops, gotta get this shout out. Who cares is a moderator extraordinaire. It turns out there actually is a thing for moderators, which I should probably look up as well, so that we can give shout outs. Like mod month, is if that is a thing, moderator month, because without mods, I mean, mods take care of the streamers, right, in a whole bunch of different ways. I am a mod for a couple people, of which you just saw me go through my thing and ban some people there. The bots do the same thing for them. It just makes the stream run a little better, right? And so we try to give shout outs, we try to give all the goodies to go to people that are necessary, but sometimes these things get missed, right? And we don't give enough shout outs to our mods. So if you see something happening, let me know, and we'll do everything we can to give shout outs to those guys. I need to use the facilities. Wow. Wow. Look at that. Look at all of that. You're just in trouble here, right? Just in trouble here. I was unhappy about doing this one before, but let's see what happens here. Ace King. Yeah, so we never see what this guy has, but I'm like, yeah, I'd be having to chunk it in there as well. Let me see if I can find any more tournaments. I want to take a quick look to see what tickets I have. I have one ticket for the 22 event. This is this Sunday. So I will be playing that. Let's see if we can find another one. There is a Sadie to that. We're going to play that one. Starts in 36 minutes, so top of the hour. We'll play that one. Let's see if we can find another tournament here. You know what I'm going to do here is actually going to take a quick bio break. Just because I've been drinking a ton of beverages earlier on. Now, knowing what we know about these guys, we're not stopping this one. Kind of threw me off a little bit there before. We're not fooling at this point. Let's see what they got. This is a pretty weak table. Pretty passive. So when I was the button and I had the king queen, it threw me off a little bit. That's just call one. I mean, we're just not folding, right? Let me hit the sit out button. I'm going to go use facilities. I will be back in 2 minutes. Right back. Okay. Who cares? So he and I have talked a little bit about this before. Only once have I ever folded pocket aces pre-flop in a tournament. As it turns out, I did the same sort of thing just now. I hit the sit out button, went to the bathroom, came back to look at the hands, and I had pocket aces. I was sitting out. So that wasn't a conscious thing. Yesterday, I'm playing, and I hit the sit out, went to the bathroom, came back, and as I'm trying to hit the sit out, the button to say that I'm back, I'm in, I have pocket kings. I folded pocket kings. I couldn't hit the button quick enough. So I've now folded aces and kings pre-flop. Sigh. It's awesome. Awesome. I'm going to run a 1 minute ad break. I'll be right back.
PC Express Pass is here. Get unlimited free grocery pickup and delivery on eligible orders whenever you shop online at Real Canadian Superstore, your independent grocer, no frills, and more. That's right. Save time and pay $0 pickup and delivery fees when you order PC Express groceries online. Terms and conditions apply. Sign up for a monthly or annual pass and start saving today.
Okay,
Try it
back at it.
at PC.
We have two tournaments going on here.
Wickenheiser. Bork. Unwrap your heroes in the first ever
We have Pocket Kings in this one.
Legacy. Available now at
Let me
Tim
open that
Hortons.
bad boy up.
So get your mitts on the cards before they're
We have a second table. I just want to open this one up. It's a 110. This one. Excuse me. Pocket Sixes on one, Pocket Kings on the other. The Pocket Kings, I mean, we're never folding here, right?
Time to play. It's easy to find your next favorite game at Bodog.net. Play free casino games, check out our beginner's guides, and get poker tips. Visit Bodog.net today. Hashtag make a play.
This is all in, so it's a raise, a re-raise, a re-raise, right? Yes, I have aces here. Nope. Fuck. Are you kidding me? Are you kidding me? That's awesome. I love it. I love that. I love it. All right, we end up folding pocket sixes on the last hand, but this is what it is. Go out. 210, we lost out 71 there. So the question is, why did I do that? Right? Because it's a raise, re-raise. I assume this guy has to have a good hand at this point, right? The only hand I'm losing to is aces. I'm chopping kings. I'm beating every other set of hands there. Right? And so I'm enticing him to do exactly what he did. And when you see that it's... Right, he only has 2 outs. And that's the way it should be. Right? One second, I'm just going to look it up real quick here. What do I have? I have red kings, I think. And he was ace 5, no, ace 7. We're going to give spades, and the other guy had 5. Oh no, this guy had 5. We're going to give the benefit of the doubt and say we don't have the same suits. Gives him more, right? So pre-flop, it's 55 to 26 to 18, right? What is the flop here? The flop is ace. Oops. No. The flop is ace, ace something. Ace, ace. Deuce. Right? Is that what it was? Or is it ace, ace, 8? Either way, I'm actually still the... So it's 82% for the aces, but he's got so few chips anyway, right? Now I'm still, like, I'm the overwhelming favorite here, right? It's 80, without that ace 7, it goes up to 88% favorite for me. Why would you want to disagree with that? Like, why would you not put all your money on that? Yeah, I'm just looking at the replay now. Yeah. I have, king, queen, king, clubs, right? He's got 6.5, and I've got 26, right? He's got, so we have different suits on there, ace 9, ace jack, and he hits a 5. This is what it is. Ace jack suited. Oops. Ace jack. This guy has ace jack. And the flop is ace, ace 9, right? Like, I'm still the overwhelming favorite here. That's awesome. I love it. I would not change anything there. That's the key takeaway here. I would not change any of that action. And I will continue to funnel a shit ton of cash in to make that happen. Tron dead. That's a full double up. And we like to see that. What do we got over here? Just gonna mark it down. This is a 110 tournament. Okay, so let's back up here. While I continue to look for tournaments. Moving into a different type of zone, a different type of position. The bankroll continues to grow daily. Plated, welcome in, young sir. Plated is a World of Warcraft streamer. He is always making 15s look like 20s. He does community raids twice a week. He does fun runs, community runs with his group twice a week as well. So he streams 4 times a week. Go check the guy out. I mean, he's solid. You got IT questions? That's the man to ask. I'm an old guy. Who cares as an old guy? This is a young guy. This young guy, he knows his shit. He knows his computers, and he's an IT guy. Go check out Plated. I like his stream. I like his content. I like what he puts out. I like that he is welcoming all the time to peoples. And I think those 3 criteria, good product, consistent opening, consistency wasn't one of them. Good personality, welcoming of everyone in there. I think there's a correlation between those 2 things, as well as putting out a good product. Those 3 things, I think those are successful components for streaming. Plated does all of those things. So anyway, there it is. Go check him out. Go say hi, and tell him a noob sent you. That'd be awesome. I'm working on another commercial. We gotta get a commercial in here. Right back. All right, I think we're back there. Let me go find my other table. All right, so I've got 2 tables on the go here. Pocket Kings, we're going to be all in here for sure, right? There's no question about that. Call my jam move 7-5 offsuit. Nice, nice. I mean, what else can you do with this, right? You have to jam. Calling here lets this guy in, right? And half my stack. So now we have 22 bigs and you have 7.5. Can't go anywhere. Jump it in there. Chunk it in there, I say. What hand does this guy have to have raised a 2 under the gun like that? Just trying to avoid the ace here. And he hits the ace on the river. This is what it is. They're not going to lose that. 3 outs all the way, all the time. As the bankroll continues to grow, we continue to apply sound bankroll management, right? And that makes all the difference. So we were buying into smaller terms. This one, oops, this is actually, ooh, is this the wrong one? Well less than we were supposed to be. This one is a cheap tournament, right? This is only 11 cents. So we're actually trying to buy into more $1.10 tournaments, and we're moving into the 330 range. I haven't played a 330 range yet that I've actually put the money into. I have only won my way into tickets. So I think I might do a little bit more of that. Try and win Saddies into the weekend flow. And continue to grow the bankroll that way. I bought a 55 cent ticket last week. I ended up having to buy into it twice because I busted out. So I spent $1.10. I took that 55 cent ticket and won a $3.30 ticket, $3.30 ticket. I took that $3.30 ticket and won a $22 ticket. From that $22 ticket, I won $27.50. So it cost me $1.10 and I won $27.50. So that continues to grow the bankroll over and over and over again. So we don't want to put our bankroll at too much risk. We don't want to put too much pressure on it. But we can continue to play and push. So, oops, I got moved. I guess got moved. Okay, let's go find our $1.10 tournament here. There we go. So we got the 2 tournaments going on here. This is fold all the way around, right? It's easy peasy, lemon squeezy, nothing to it. Our goal while we're playing here is to continue trying to final table 50 tournaments that have 100 people or more in them. I found last week I made a couple minor adjustments to my game, which I'm not happy with. I don't like. Of which making the final table was the move. So I folded a couple times where I'm like, I don't want to, because I've had negative correlation of making plays, calling when I shouldn't have called, and get pushed and lose because I'm trying to make it. But now I can't win the tournament, and if I make it to the final table with 1 big, yes, that meets the goal of making it to the final table, but you can't win the tournament. Right, so you gotta push a little bit harder here. And so I found it changed my game a little bit. I don't want to play it like that. That's not how a homie rolls. So gonna have to do some different things here. I'd like to see that. Avoid 6 outs. And that's good enough. That was a huge push, right? So that pushes up into 5th place. 5th in the tournament. We've still got a couple minutes to go here. You guys got quads. That's probably going to be pretty good. If I were a betting man. We got 52 people. 52, and we got 86 people. So let's continue looking. We have another tournament starting here in 15 minutes. We're going to buy into that one. Probably come back actually. Is it this one? It's this Carnival Feeder. So that's coming up here in just a couple of minutes. Let's see what do we got over here. David Seat Cutie. Oh. Welcome in, guys. Welcome in. Welcome in. Thank you for hanging out with me. My name is Noob Frostmage. You'll never guess which class of I play in World of Warcraft. So I do. I have like 3 streams going within my channel. I don't just play World of Warcraft. I actually started this stream as a poker player, but I'm not very good, as you will clearly see. And I'm not very good. So, but I like playing World of Warcraft. And so I started playing World of Warcraft, and I found I got a lot more traction playing World of Warcraft than I did with poker. Although that's because I didn't stream enough, I don't think. Now I am. Now I do stream. I stream a fair amount. Oh, here's another one. Look at this. 55 people. And this other one I'm playing in. This tournament, I'm all in, obviously. Right? 99 people. It's awesome. I love it. Just have to avoid the 3-outer. Or a chop pot there. Right? This guy, he's a fish. He's a fish. Love it. Cheers, big ears. I have 2 sponsors that I'd like to give a quick shout out to while we have time here. Yuck Yucks in Calgary, Alberta. They have offered us 4 tickets. You, the masses, 4 tickets. If you're in Calgary, in the Calgary area, and want to go see a show, leave a comment down below. Saying, hey, I saw your podcast, your show, your talk show. Saw your talk show. We were coming to town. We'd love to go see you. To that end, go. My other sponsor that's on there is the Weenie Wagon. Well, we welcome them in. They just came on last week. They are a hot dog stand that sells hot dogs in the summertime. They don't work in the wintertime. And they're just on the weekends by the sounds of it. So, that's up pretty good. Ooh, that's ugly. 10 ounce. Yikes. They sell hot dogs and sausages at local fairs and things like that. And they're always around. So go check those guys out. And then, of course, you see a lot of this PBR in here. I do drink a lot of PBR. I like PBR. It's deliciousness. Feel free to... If anyone works for PBR, feel free to send them over my way and check out my stream and see all the free advertising I give them on a daily basis. While we drink this, I'm going to go get another PBR. I'm going to hit a 1-minute ad, and we'll be right back. $5.99. This is not a very good hand, but we just can't. It's pretty good. We just can't get out of the way. Yeah. Turns out we're actually ahead. We need a spade here. No spade, we're out. So we're just, it is the way it is. But we know what this guy is up to, right? And because we know what he's up to.
The reasons to reunite with old friends. The occasions that bring families together. For the moments that matter, it's Calgary Co-op. Now with a new look and a renewed commitment to our community. Visit your neighborhood Calgary Co-op Wine Spirits Beer, where life's in store.
It's awesome. All right, so we're out of that one.
Annual Sled Island Music and Arts Festival is back June 21st through the 25th. Experience
What's this one? This is 50. We're out at 54. Oops. That's not the right one. And we're out of this tournament. We got another 10 minutes before our next tournament starts up.
Spring is the time to get it done and then some. Out your property with Kubota equipment and attachments.
Oops, this one. Sorry about that. This is the right tournament. This is the one we're on right now. So the categories, the filing at the bottom of the screen. You can see there's 2 red circles and there's 2 yellow circles. There's actually only 1 yellow circle. I've currently played in 3 tournaments, one of which I'm still in there. So I've the 2 reds, I played 2 tournaments and busted out. The yellows is that I'm still playing in two tournaments. You can hit this I legend. There we go, and it tells you exactly what it is. The yellow is I'm still in the tournament. So the second yellow one is actually the tournament hasn't started yet. Still got 10 minutes to go here. So you can still play in those ones. And, I can still get in that one. The red is I busted out of the tournament. The green mark is that I've made the money. The purple means that I've made the final table. And obviously the medals are where I've placed in those tournaments. I saw this again from another streamer, and I thought this was a fantastic way to, so you guys can see and come along with the journey that I'm on. Let's finish off the spear here. I did take on 2 poker challenges. One was last year from August until October. I deposited $20. It took me 3 months or so to lose all of my funds, and I did go broke. But I played in like 11 cent, 22 cent tournaments over and over and over again, and that happened. Oops. Got moved, so we gotta go find the table again. It's the only one we have up, so this works. And then I didn't play for the rest of the year. I just spent a lot of time playing WoW. And then January 3rd, fresh year, reinvigorated. I deposited another $20, and the goal is to go from $20 to $120. And it took me 29 days. That's a lot of pennies. Yeah, because I'm playing on 10, 11 cent tournaments. I then was playing cash. Almost went broke. I went down to like $40. No less, 25 American dollars. And had to reevaluate. So then I started just playing. So I went from $25 American dollars to 54 American dollars. So about $30 playing tournaments. I haven't played any cash since that time. Just well. So I just keep plugging away. And I saw this other challenge that I thought was fantastic. I'm going to try and do that some more. As I said, I'm not a very good tournament player. Not at all, actually. But obviously I'm having a little bit more success. I want to think, and I like to think that I'm a cash game specialist, but clearly I got run over a bunch of times. So this is what it is. There's a lot of people sitting out there with shitty hands. I'm not sure which one is which. Why would all these... Let's see what happens here. Why did these guys all fold? This guy just had a shitty hand to begin with. Right? Because they all had the sit out button. Let's see what this guy does. If he acts and these guys snap fold, they're sitting out. Nine seconds. Let's see what happens here. Just for the record, for this tournament, 2 seconds. Yeah, so this guy is sitting out as well. This guy had a shitty hand last time. Got it. 22 people left in this tournament. I'm currently 6th out of 22. 11 people make the tournament, make the money. So we got a little bit of work here. A little bit to go. Our tournament play is getting better. We are buying into larger tournaments now. Let's see what this one is. This is a bounty battle. I'm just going to rebuy into some tournaments here. No. All right, bounty battle. Six Max Turbo. Six Max Turbo 11 center, and we're in for 25. There's 139 people in this tournament. All right, I guess I have 3 minutes. Do we have a break that we can run? Let's run an ad. I'll be right back. I'm going to use facilities. I got 3 minutes. Right back. All right. Let's see if we can find if there's other streamers on here. Ooh, Fazgaz. Gotta give that guy a shout out for sure. Gave a shout out to Plated there. Let's give another one. Right, I did do that. Yeah, shout out to Plated. We also want to give a shout out to Fazgaz as Jazz. He is a streamer, daytime streamer of World of Warcraft. He had a marathon stream going on yesterday. He streamed for like 8 or 9 hours yesterday. That was it was pretty phenomenal.
Oh my god, you guys are... Stop it.
Another vengeance, DH.
Hey, I was vengeance.
And then we have Cherry H, completed BTM key 6, people 6. What is a BTM?
Kat said
Break
not
meta.
today. She said maybe tomorrow.
I'm sorry, I heard cherry.
2,700. Holy shit.
Let me grab a bear build.
Cherry DH.
That's pretty phenomenal. Emma the Priest? Let's see what Emma the Priest is doing. Level a mage with for next season. RPGs later as always. Well, she's I see. Wow. It's kind of interesting. I just never heard of such a thing. Who cares? Thanks for stopping in, buddy. Go get some food. Go get some lunch. Get some dinner. We will see you. Who cares is a moderator extraordinaire. Go check that guy out. This one is going on right now. Isn't it?
The City of Calgary is updating how we advertise public hearings. The city now has all information on planning matters online. We are updating how we advertise.
How come there's no tournament on that one?
By June 2023, instead of relying on newspaper ads, our advertising will be focused on digital ads, and we'll continue to post notices on site and letters to surrounding neighbors. Go to calgary.ca/planning matters for more details.
AMA is juicing up your airwaves with the EV Life podcast. Is Alberta's power grid ready for the switch? Can EVs withstand our harsh prairie climate? Are EVs just for the rich? We've talked to government, associations, private business.
Okay, so we're back at it here. Let's see what we got going on. We have, we have another table happening here.
Listen to the entire season now.
This is a bounty builder. This one, I think. Yeah, it's these two tournaments.
Plus, they're also celebrating 50 years of pension this year. Apply today by visiting joinustoday.ca.
Well, we just got moved again. These things happen lots and quickly, so let's go find it quickly. There's 19 people left in this tournament, and 11 make the money. I went all in with Ace King suited here, got pocket 10, so we need to get lucky here, as it were. That's pretty good, so we'll just rebuy. It's no big deal. Let's go find this one. So we're rifling through these as quickly as, unfortunately, as quickly as we can. We don't want to do that. We update our thing because we went broke, but we rebought into it. So we have 2 tournaments going on. And this is 11 center, it's 22. So we never did get into this one. What do we have over here? Oh, we have pocket kings here. We go all in with our kings and we take it down. We call with our 8s. We're not folding the 8s, by the way. We're just leading into that sense. We're just not folding here. Our hand is much, much too big. Much too strong for that. We just keep going and play it up. Yep, there it is. This is what it is. Drawn dead. So we just rebuy. The Knack, welcome in, sir. Welcome in, welcome in. Just ripping up keys right now. As you can see, we are just getting hammered. I'm not gonna lie, that was not a very good play on my part anyway. But you gotta take that risk, right? You gotta do that sometimes. Let's just make sure we get our table monitored here. We bought into this one. We're 3-3 now. 163. We need to update our tournament at the bottom here. So the Knack. Let's make sure. Oops, what's this one? We want to make sure that we give a shout out. The Knack is a variety streamer, does a little bit of World of Warcraft, but has really committed to and made the switch over to tournament poker. No, just to poker. Because frankly, I don't know. Do you just play tournament poker, The Knack? I don't know. But he plays on ACR. Plays a ton of tournaments in the night. Solid guy. He's an old guy like me. In fact, we are the same age. Don't kid yourself. So we, as old guys, we continue to learn from each other and adjust and do all those other fun things that occur, right? So I love it. I think he's a solid guy, and I think you guys should go check him out as well. Just for the record, the people that I give shout outs to and follow are people that I think that are deserving of your follow. So take that for what it's worth. Go check them out. Where are we at here? We have we got the other table. We got pocket queens over here. We're not folding this. We're going all in. And we have pocket kings on this one. Same thing. We're not folding there either. So we're going all in, all the way around. 16 people left in this tournament. 11 make the money. So this is what it is. Try and take that down. As it turns out, we have pocket kings. We went all in. Now we're coming over here. We have pocket. We have ace queen. Again, we are not folding. If we're not folding, you gotta jam against that shit. So just let it rip. We're not folding. 11 people make the money in this tournament, and there's 16 people right now. We took that one down with our kings there. This is what it is. 6 outs, and now he's almost out here. Yeah, now he's drawing dead. We like that. We'll take it. Currently, we are in... I think we're moving into... Oh, are you guys kidding me? I think that is ace-queen. I think we have ace-queen 3 hands in a row here. I'm just opening up the thing. We do have ace-queen 3 hands in a row in this. That's awesome. I am folding my king 10 suited here. Let's open up this thing here. How many we got? So one of the things I do while I'm watching this is that I look at the stuff in the background. So we are 14 people left. I dropped down to 4th place because of this call here. Very ballsy, by the way. Very, very ballsy. Like it, let it rip. Excuse me. So of the ace queen hands. We have ace queen, 3 hands in a row. Won 2 out of the 3. But now we have to be a little bit more cautious. We're currently in 8th place in this tournament. 11 make the money. So we got a little bit of work to do still here on this tournament. We do have just 1 buy-in to this tournament, so hitting the money here would be very, very beneficial. The Knack plays mostly tournaments, he says. Yes. You do. The Knack also plays like a ton of like home tournaments with other people, other streamers. I'm not sure the community exactly within ACR. The Knack's community. So if he's playing poker with 50 people, I'm assuming it's 50 people that he knows, trusts, wants to play with. I don't know if he. Well, yeah, I can probably head over to the Knack when he's streaming. Go give that guy a follow, and you'll know when he goes on. And then just ask him. Ask him when he streams. Ask him how do you get involved with his home games? I'm guessing first off, obviously you need to go download ACR, America's Card Room. But before you do that, go check out the Knack. Go talk to the guy. And I would encourage Knack to figure out how to give what's it called, like a reference code, so that he will get a benefit for you being there as well, right? It helps. It's a very little thing that you, the follower, can do to help out the streamer, and it's much appreciated for sure. I know it's going to be loved there. What do we got over on the other table here? This went to 2.5 raise, and we called it. We're not folding here, right? We're just not folding. So now we're going to put a little bit of pressure on this guy. Right? This is a weak-ass call that this guy had here for the 6-5. Oh, we got our first bounty of the day in this tournament. Yay! We got 197 people here. Oops. Oops, let's open this one up. There we go. It looks like we're gonna go find out who this one is. So mods usually help you out with this, but my mod had to step away. Who cares? He had to go get some food. Jeez, what's the balls on that guy, eh? Taking a break to go get food? What the hell was that guy thinking? There we go. All right, so we're just continuing. Let's run an ad break. I'll be right back. I'm going to run an ad break. I'll be back in 1 minute. Cheers, biggers. All right, welcome back, welcome back. Let's take a quick look here. So this tournament right here, I have him, you can see the yellow around his name. I have him marked off as something, as a yellow here. Yellow means something very specific. So he actually just called me down. I have ace jack and I jam under the gun. He called me with his king queen suited. Now on the surface of it, I know how people think that this is a good hand. I have ace jack of clubs and he has king queen of diamonds. Now that sounds good, but for me, if the person dropped their cards in front of you, would you still play the same way? If you would still play the same way, then you're obviously doing the same, like something right. But if you wouldn't play the same way, then why are you playing that? The problem with a king queen suited looks fantastic, right? And I appreciate people saying you should do that, but if I have ace king or ace queen and I jam here, what does this guy have? 3 outs? 3 outs to hit? And if he hits either one of his 2 cards, he has no idea if either one of those 2 cards is good. But, it's not a but. Because people jam ace king. People jam ace queen. I had ace queen 3 hands in a row, and he called. He had to call off with 2 people all in front of him, and he still thought his 7s were good there. As it turns out, they were, but you can't take that risk, because if he had lost, if he took that coin flip and missed, he's out of the tournament, and he gets nothing. That's the difference here. Chip preservation is absolutely paramount in tournaments. You need to be folding a lot more and a lot tighter than you think you are. So here he is trying to push here to get this. Right? Ace king, king queen is a really brutal hand because again it looks good, but you don't know if a king or a queen hits, right? This is the problem with playing ace 5, right? I don't play ace 6. Like between ace 9 and lower, I typically don't play those hands. Something else has to happen for me to be willing to play that. And the reason being is because if ace deuce, ace 5, here you go. This guy sees his cards. He only has 3 outs. It's suited, but you have 3 outs. That's it. That's all you have with this great hand. King queen is worse because you're never going to get ace king or ace queen to fold, right? And with chip preservation, you want to be holding on more than not. This guy's been up and down, up and down. He's now in 9th place right now. I'm in 3rd. I'm not going to call this off, actually. Because he's going to jam. Right? That's his play. Oh my god, he doesn't. Wow, this might get through. If he jams, we're never folding here, so... Alright, over here, I got pocket 7s. This is not a very good hand, right? You need to... This is like 2s, 3s, 4s. You need to flop a set or get out of dodge. Jamming here doesn't do what you think it's going to do. Right? What hand does this guy have to do this? Right? We'll come back to this one, and I bet 2.5 here, by the way. He's got 2.4. We'll just get out of the way. And while that sounds, it's super tight. If he has ace king or a better set, he hits that, right? He's got me beat with 8s or better, as well as there's a king on board. Let's come back here. This is the same sort of thing as the king queen hand I just talked about. This is a fold hand, right? Even though it's this guy, this is still a fold hand. This is cheese. Cheese, cheese, cheese. We're right on the bubble, by the way. You can see up here, we're right on the bubble. We have, we're in 2nd place out of 12. 11 get paid. If it gets through to this guy, there's a problem now because he just calls. So what hand does he have to just call? We have to give it like a min type raise here. Because we need to put some pressure on this guy. And we're not folding. That's what we're looking for. We're just trying to avoid this guy. All right, so now we have 6 outs. We only have 6 outs. 6 outs. And we miss 6 outs. Right? So we're up against King Queen. So he's only got 6 outs. Right? And he hits one of the 6 outs. And he actually has more than that. He's got 10 outs when this turn card comes. But prior to that turn card, he only has 6 outs. Right? So now we just scoop back down. Oops, let's come over to this guy. This guy has to have a big hand because he puts 20% of his chips into play here. This has to be a big hand. You cannot call with this. Right? Lots of folds here. Lots and lots of folds. Now we got 265 players in this tournament. That's absolutely mind-boggling that there's 265 people playing in this tournament. Oops. You know what I did not do? I did not change the color. I do apologize here. This should have actually, when we made the out of the rebuy, I should have switched it over to this, and I didn't do that. And now we're in the money, and so I changed the color again. Now green for the money, of course. Right? This is huge. Our goal at this point now is to make the final table. That's what we're looking for. So we come over to our other table. You can see it's got a blue top because we're out of the rebuy period. 268 people are in that tournament. Let's mark that down. 268 people. I do track how many people are in here and the position that I finish in. If it's not tracked, it can't be measured. You want to know if you should be playing in these two tournaments. You can see down here that there's a bounty on this one. You can see that there's no bounty on this one. So you need to know the difference between these two things. 10-handed. We are ripping it up here. In fact, this should be the bubble. The next person out, because it's an 8-handed, we should go 9-handed for the final table. That'd be big. That's huge. What do we got over here? We have pocket 10s. I mean, we're not folding here, right? I don't like the jam, but we're not folding here. What hand does this guy have here? What flush does this guy have? Right? Oops. It's this one. What flush does this guy have? He doesn't have a flush there. We hit pocket jacks. That's a premium hand. We are not folding. So now we just have to bet enough to get this guy to come along. We're not folding. This, by the way, is my cutoff for all in. So when he went all in with the 7s, I mean, I'm not good enough, but this is my cutoff right there. Caro's book of advanced poker play, I think that's what it is. He calls it the Table of Misery. In fact, you can just Google that. Mike Caro, Table of Misery. And it'll tell you, actually, let's do that right now while we're waiting. Let's just look it up in the background. Caro, Table of Misery. Oh, it's not Robert Caro, it's Mike Caro. Most profitable Hold'em advice. That's the cover of his book. Let's find the images for that. He doesn't have it on there, unfortunately. But you can look, it's on there. Table of Misery, Threshold of Misery? Is that what it is? Oh, that's not the same one. Anyway, it talks about when you have pocket aces, there can never be a card larger than yours, right? Because you have pocket aces. If you have pocket kings, 30% of the time there'll be a bigger card, and it just drops as you go lower and lower. When you have pocket jacks, it's the only time when you have more than 50% of there being of the odds of there being an overcard. Final table. So we're going to change the color now. Oops. So anything less than that, you're putting your tournament risk, your tournament life at risk by doing. Oops, let's go find this one. All right, so here we go. We got 2 tables going on. So we win that one. Okay, so we are at the final table. Now we have a red for the final table. 9 people make it. This is how I track for me. You will see at the bottom there, there's 1, 2, 3, 4. There's 6 circles, 4 red and 2 yellows. Let's make sure we have that up to date. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, we've only played in 6 tournaments so far. We're not going to update those yellows. A minimum, the first yellow is going to get a purple, right? Because if we don't get a first, second, third. And then on the other one, at least we made the cutoff, so it's possible we'll still get something not good there. But we like where we're at. This guy cracks me up. We are 4th out of 8 people in this tournament, so we're just whittling away. We're trying to get through here. We'd like to finish in the top 3, and that's at this point now we want to make it through the top 4, into the top 4. No, we don't. We want to make the. We're at the final table. Now we want to make it to the top 3 because that's the next orange circle thing at the bottom there. All right, let's get this one. So the knack, this is one of those things, it just never ends. Right? You always got to be vigilant on your stream to stop these guys from coming in. Here's another ban. You can see the little people at the top when you're looking at your Twitch. People up at the top, you can hit that and you can see who's in there and who isn't. Right? Oops. And you just kind of go through that website I shared with you. If you need that one, let me know and I will share that back with you. And it just gets rid of all the cheesiness in the background. We still got 2 tables going on. We're just folding, going around, round and round. Let's run a 1-minute ad break while we're waiting. Be right back. Cheers. All right. Is the Knack even... I don't know if he's streaming right now. I didn't think he would be. Oh. All right, let's come back to where we're looking up here. And you can see that just get rid of people as it goes. These two here, I am looking to see if who's on right now. I don't see the Knack playing. That doesn't mean that he's not playing, just that I don't see him playing. So this is a razor fold move, right? I mean, we're not folding, so it's just a razor fold. Yeah, and we get rid of one. Yay for us. And we get some much needed chips. So you got to know when to do these sort of things. We're chip leader now, right? 14 bigs, we're chip leader. How disgusting is that? We'll just fold out of the way of our hand here, and that should be the end of that guy. So we'll slide around. We have some of this. We will not be playing that hand. So on the surface, this looks like a good hand. You should fold here, right? With two people all in, there's no need to take a risk. Right? Ace Queen, you're never getting Ace Queen to fold. So now when you have this, you're out a 4-outer. Now this is confirmation bias. Right? The fact that it just happens to hit that is not reason enough to call that. Right? When you see this guy's hand, he has Ace Queen and we have Ace 5. We have 3 outs to hit. That's why you have to fold there. This is why this is such a shitty hand. Don't play these hands. King Queen is the exact same reason. You're never getting Ace King to fold, or Ace King or Ace Queen. So now when the Queen comes and you have King Queen, you're behind. You're dominated. You only have 3 outs to hit. Don't play a hand that has to hit twice to win. Yeah, it's just easy to get out of the way of these things. All right, what do we got over here? Where are we at over here? I got Hippie and Hippie Elf playing in the background. All right, so this is more of the same. Working on things for stream in the background right now, right? Remember the Knack, working on things for the stream in the background right now. I've always maintained all along, and I think I've shared with you once or twice, it's a constant thing, right? It's just slow pick over and over and over again. Every day, work on something small, right? And then when you look back in a month from now, you go, holy smokes, I'm like so far further than I ever thought possible, right? I mean, that's part of why I love it. Excuse me. As an old guy, don't always get to use checkout technology, right? I've been thankful that I've never had to rely on my kids to ask them, how do you do this? Right? I've never once had to do that. And it's awesome. They ask me how to do this stuff, and I try to point them in the right direction, how for them to solve their own problem. That's a great question. I don't know how to do that. What do you think we should do? The first thing I would do is go look it up. If I don't know, just go look it up. And so after I look it up, if I still don't know, then I ask the masses. Then I ask who cares. I ask Mrs. Frostmage, right? How do you do this technically? I don't know. And we figure this stuff out like that, right? But yes, it's always having a little, like the music playing in the background, so it's not too loud, it's not too small, it's too loud, too soft. The Knack, you and I were talking yesterday, I think it was. Sometimes you heard the music, sometimes you didn't. Sometimes it was too loud, sometimes it wasn't. Your daughter was in the other room, across the country, and she heard the music, but we couldn't hear the music. It's all those minor, small tinkerings that help, right? And you just never stop. It just never goes away. Just little piece, little piece, little piece. One of the things I worked on today is so I can read. So I can read the verbiage, the chat, because it was coming in way too small. I couldn't read it before. We're highly focused on this table right now. We have two, but we're really focused on this one. Because we made it to 4th place, which is where we wanted to be. And so now we got this guy beat, right? He's got 4 outs. He's got 3 outs. He doesn't have 3 outs. He only has 2 outs. This is what we want. That catapults us up to 3rd place out of 4. It's awesome. No, I'm just kidding. We're in 1st place. Because an ace 4-handed is huge, but an ace is with a shitty kicker is still an ace with a shitty kicker. Right? And he can't let go of that. You're going to have to do some gambling here and loosen up, because now we're 4-handed. We're going to have to loosen up our ranges a little bit, but not by much. We really want a medal on this tournament. That's what we're looking for, is a medal. Cheers, Biggers. So now I'm in chip lead. Do I risk this? Right? Got 7-8 suited. That's a pretty good hand, right? But I'm the chip leader. If he raises, now what are you going to do? Right? It's one of those chip things a ways. But if he jams, I have to fold here, which is the power of being in position. So we happen to have kings now. We're going to raise here for sure. But we're not going to jam, right? Contrary to belief, you actually want people to call at this point. I want him to call with his shitty ace. And now we're doing the same thing. We're not folding. Right? 8-6. Yay! Boom! We got a medal today. That's huge. We're not folding, right? This is the minimum for the jam. We're not folding here. So now we're going to start pummeling these guys because we can take a risk. They cannot, right? Because we have this guy doubled. There's no reason for us to get involved here. We will just get out of the way. Let's take a look at our other table here. We are on the Bible. They're 31 out of 51. There's a 47 get paid out of this one, 55 remaining. We are highly focused on this one still. So this is all we do. We're just going to pick away. We got 3 times what this guy has. We've got 2.5 times what this guy has. Right? All they can do is fold. They're now trying to play for second place. We should not be looking to fold at this point. This is an absolute shit hand. That's why we're going to raise it. We're on the button. But they can't take the risk. We're not folding. Right? It's so bad, but we're not folding. Right? You need to play tournaments there's 4 stages in the tournament, and you have to know when the tournament stages change. All right, so we sometimes would call this, but we're not calling with this one, right? Because our hand is so bad. We want to be the aggressor, not the caller. We'll get out of the way. We have pocket 6s, and we just limped. It was 1 bind. We're not going to jam this. We're not going to be aggressive with it. We'll just get out of the way. We're back here to the 10-3. This is the same sort of thing. He's pushing back, so this is not good enough to push. Here we are again, not good enough to push. Just get out of the way. Let these two guys fight it out a little bit. Excuse me. All right, so let's see what we got here. As you can see, we have a 3. We would have hit this. We would have knocked someone out. So Dezo's in there. He's got half. This guy's now going to jam with any 2, right? We really like that, but we are not going to take this risk for the same reason. We're going to wait till this guy goes away. Let's take a 1-minute ad break while we're waiting. We're right back.
Level up your Wi-Fi with Shaw's next generation Wi-Fi 6 technology. Switch to Shaw today to get Fiber Plus for $99 a month on a 2-year value plan. Conditions apply.
So, we're still in a commercial break. All right, so we're back at it, and you have the same thing here, right? 3-handed, this guy had ace-6, and this guy has ace-queen. He's just never folding, right? So now we're heads up on this tournament, and we're just putting incredible pressure on this guy. We don't have to go all in. In fact, from a psychological standpoint, I would encourage not going all in. Right? But this is what it is, and now we need a 10 here. No, so now he gets a double up. That's okay. There's nothing wrong with the double up. I have 470,000. He's got 77. So it's okay. We just play it along. Play. We're just putting pressure on this guy over and over and over again. Just all in. That's probably good for us. We are playing in the other tournament here, but we can't... we're just folding a lot of hands here, that's all. We are coming back to this. So he's got 6 outs, and now he's drawing dead. Boom! And that's our first medal of the day, boys and girls. Let's come down to our thing here, and we're going to hit... You can see that it changes. Excuse me. So this is a fun, interesting thing that was going on in the background. 55 people. We're playing this one. Battle max. 55 people. We placed first, and we cashed 1603. That's a big tournament. We need to minus. No, not that one. Actually, we only played bounty tournaments today. Oh wait, this is not a bounty tournament. These battle maxes are non-bounty tournaments. My apologies. Let me just doing some math in the background here. These battle maxes. Did I miss? Oops, I did mess something up there. Wait, what's how? Is this a? It's got some math going on in the background here. I'm just trying to figure it out. This bounty. Oh, this is why, because it's a bounty battle. Oops, meant to switch over there. Sorry about that. We're on this one. 44 people left in this tournament. Sorry, 51 people left in this tournament. 47 make the money. So we're just doing a little math in the background here. These two have to equal 0. Why is this not equal at 0? Oh, it's because it's still going on. That's why. All right, so we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 3, 4, 5, 6 tournaments. Yeah, 6 tournaments, and we've moneyed in one first place, and we're still playing this one tournament. That's huge. It's a big. It's big so far. That's what she said. The worst part is like, contrary to belief, I don't know what the hell's going on. I don't know how to play this game. What I do need, though, is a beverage. So I'm going to... let's give another shout out there. We want to make sure that we give as much love to our friends as we can. There's the Knack. Go check out the Knack. If I know the man, he'll be streaming poker later on. We're going to make sure we go over there. As I say in my stream, as I say in his stream, as I said to someone else, like, if you're new to the stream, welcome in, welcome in. Feel free to hit that follow button down below. It really does mean a lot. Hit it if you like what you're seeing. Even if you don't like what you're seeing, hit the follow button anyway. It helps a lot. I'm a wee little streamer, and we appreciate that follow love more, I think, than some of the bigger guys that don't even... Sorry, did someone follow me? What was that? Right. So go do the same thing. Knack would appreciate some streamer love later on. Tell him that Noob sent you. Maybe he'll go up and give a little happy dance or something. I don't know. One thing that I think he does that I do not do, he being the Knack, he uses song requests. !SR. I don't have that function. And there's a couple reasons why that is, but long and short of it is that I do not have that function. So I just play music from Spotify in the background. Kind of hear it a little bit. Just kind of... I can sing for you guys if you prefer. No, too much. All right, that's the best I can do. We are patiently waiting here because it's 40. We have 49 people left. There's 47. It's playing hand for hand, so we are just sitting, just doing our thing here. Let's see if we have 4 seconds away. You know what I'm going to do is run an ad break, go get a beverage, and then I'll be right back. Right back. All right. That was very good. Oh, shit. I was sitting out. Shit. Well, that'll learn me, I guess. Well, I had to sit out anyway, right? So, we're never folding here, so chunk it all in. We're never folding. Let's get a beverage in here. We're in trouble now. Aces, kings, queens, jacks. Tens? Yeah, jacks. There it is. That's what I said. And then we hit it. Right? So that's huge. But we end up losing to the 5 here. So this is fish. We're going to mark that down. That is monstrous. We hit, we're out in 46th place for 13. And we have a little bit of cash in there. That is huge. Let's quickly see if we can find another table. All right, there's our table right there. This is a Battle Max. Oops, that's not the right one. There's the Battle Max. So we just changed the color top, right? We changed down to buy-ins, and we just move on to the next one. That's how quickly that happens, just like that. We do want to track that information, so let's make that happen. This is a Bounty Max Turbo, 22 cents. So this will work out well. I'm imposter relic. Nice. What's this one? We're still trudging. We're still going along here. Welcome in, guys. Welcome in. We are drinking some beers. We are socializing. We are encouraging. This one. We moneyed in this one, right? So we have 7 tournaments on the go. 4 of which we've busted out. 1 we placed first, 1 we moneyed in, and this is the yellow one. Is the one we're in right now. You can see underneath, just to the left of our cards there, bottom. We placed first in 1 tournament today. That's a huge win. It's a huge step forward. We have Ace 4 off, or Ace 4 suited. It's a good card. We're just going to call it. We're not going to raise. This is a shitty little hand. Don't get caught in this. You have to hit twice with this. All right. It didn't cost us anything to play this hand. Let's see if we can find another tournament in the background. What is this feeder one? This is actually a good card for us to try to bluff into, but not with 4 people. If it was just heads up, I would bluff into that. Yeah, that's why. Let's see what these 2 other guys had. Okay, so as I talked, so we've got Queen 6 up here for this guy, and we have Queen 5 for this guy. We have King Queen. This is just a calling hand. Except we're not. We're going to jam here. We have 13 outs, and more importantly, we have 3.5 minutes in this tournament to rebuy. So we need to try and put some pressure on these guys. This guy doesn't have a good hand here, right? He bets 2, he calls 2, so he's on a draw, and then this guy decides to get a 3-bet? Yeah, he's in trouble here. Yeah, is what it is. Where we buy into that tournament, for sure. Let's mark that down. Well, what we need to do is come back to our sheet here. So we're now out of that tournament, and we buy into another one. That's what we do. But the bounty max is 0.44, and it jumps up to 73. We're just tracking different types of information in the background. It turns out that is break time. Okay, so let's find out what this goes to, shall we? 15, register for $11. Register for $2.50. What do you say? Running after 2 car. I don't know what that guy just said. Oh, he's upset. Running after 2 cards. Fish. Shit. I don't know what he's saying there, but obviously it's not nice. No matter what he's saying there, it's not nice. What do we got over on this one? Can we buy into this tournament? We will buy into this tournament. I don't know what this one is, but let's do it anyway. This is a... We'll get rid of that one. So I find young peoples are able to adjust and switch through to these things much quicker than I am. It takes me a little bit longer, but I do know how to adjust to the stuff that's going on. I know what's happening. It just takes me a little bit longer to switch over to it. Let's run another 1 minute ad. Right back. Excuse me. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 tournaments. 9, so more. 3, 6, 8, and we have 1 more going on. $17 and $18. So we hit another final table here. That's awesome. This is Wednesday, Thursday. I'm just setting up my spreadsheets, right? Because I track it every day that I play. And if I don't play, I just change the name, right? So 17, 18, 18 to the 23rd. So it's the 18th today, which is Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday. So Sunday is the 23rd. That's important because of... is that the right one? No. Oops, I hit it. Shit. Got 1 minute. Gonna hide one of these ones. It's April. Where's the April one? April 16th. Yeah, 16th. Because on Sunday, I bought, I won a ticket, and we're going to play another ticket, but I won a ticket. I played in a tournament and won. I bought the ticket for $1.10 and I won $27.50 off of that ticket. I played another tournament yesterday and won. Won another ticket. And yada, yada, yada. So we're trying to do that right now. Actually, we're continuing on with the same process. We're going to try and win 2 tickets to Sunday's tournament. There was 2,250 people in that tournament, and my queens runs into pocket 7s, and the flop is 7-3-3. So we go broke. We have the guy covered, but we put pressure on the guy. So this is what it is. But that's a huge. It was $26, which is a huge bump to our 26 US is a big bump to our bankroll.
Try it for free at pcexpress.ca/pass.
The city of Calgary is updating how we advertise public hearings. The city now has
So we just continue doing the same things over and over and over again. Battle Max 70. This is 83 people. Still 16 people. Cheers, big ears.
Go to calgary.ca/planning matters for more details.
Oops. I don't have my other table up. Super. All right, so I've got 2 tournaments going on. There we go. Javiano, we have a lot of history with this guy, so we're just keeping an eye on him. A lot of plays still going on here. 38 people? Yeah, that's right. Holy shit. Only 1 minute left in this tournament. So I'm reminded of a poker player. This is several years ago at this point. His name, Hippie is still going in the background. She's running an ad right now. Nice. Got me here. There. King 3. This is not a good hand here. All right. He's got Jack 9 under the gun. You're in trouble. I have King 3 in the small blind and I fold. Do I play too tight? No, but I make it further in tournaments typically than that. Right. Let's move. That's right. So we have a black. Are we on the right one here? Yeah, there we go. We have a black top right here. We are moving out of the black top into the cutoff range. So this is now here. And that will switch over. We have 85 people in this tournament. I'll switch that off in a little bit to green and then to red for the final table. Where was I going with this? So bankroll management. I mean, there's a lot of things that are happening here. It's important to, frankly, you have to track all of these things. Right? You have to be aware. I lost money for the first year playing poker last year. COVID occurred, and I lost a total of $88 last year. I went down to Vegas for 3 weeks. Mrs. Frostmage came down and met me. We went to Las Vegas Raiders game during the day. We went and had dinner, and went to the Las Vegas Golden Knights hockey game. As it turns out, they were playing the Calgary Flames, which is huge. So you have to track these things. You have to track the different things between just a tournament and a tournament. Neither one of these happens to be. Oops, what I didn't do is add this other new information on here. Is bounty tournaments versus non-bounty tournaments. If you know the difference between tracking bounty tournaments and non-bounty tournaments, if you do well in bounty tournaments, you should play more of those than you do of non. Now it's a bit of a this versus that. If you only play bounty tournaments, of course you're going to do better than non-bounty tournaments. So you have to play both of those ones. You need a drink of water, actually. Right. Conversely, whatever tournament we're in, what's the screen? So this one right here is a non-bounty tournament. So if we play mostly these, if we play 20 of these tournaments and one bounty tournament, of course our records are going to be skewed to that we do better at these ones. So we should only play these ones. That doesn't really work. You can inherently see. I don't know. You pick your favorite long distance runner. Should they run because they're winning in long distance races? They should run the 100-meter sprint? No, of course not. Should the guy that wins the 100-meter sprint, should he run the 10K? Probably not, for exactly the same reason. So you have to track these things. You have to track and know which one is the right one to play and not to play, as it were. Yeah. I was going somewhere else with that. This looks good, but this is not a very good hand. Oh yeah, okay, that's where I was going to go with this. Yeah. This is not a very good hand. Right? So now we're playing the board, as it turns out. We have a note on this guy here. Okay, so Chris Ferguson. Chris Ferguson is a professional poker player. He was an ambassador for Full Tilt Poker several years ago when Full Tilt was around. They ran into some problems. Now, I don't think he was actually the guy pulling the strings, but he kind of caught the shit fallout for it. And his career takes a massive dive because of it. But it's not him that's pulling the strings, as it were, right? So he's playing on Full Tilt. He takes on the challenge to go from $0 to 10,000. And he wants to see how long it takes him. So he either starts a new account with Full Tilt's permission or not, as the case may be. But he says this out in public, right? So he has to have Full Tilt's permission. And he plays the free tournaments until he wins or places well enough to win on that. So Full Tilt would give every week $20 or every day $20 to it, and you have 2,000 or 5,000 people playing. So he would have to play all the way through 5,000 people to win. If it's $20 and 10% goes to the winner, he's making $2. Is that right? To $20, 10% is $2, and it's less than that. So, but we're argument's sake, he has to win. He has to beat out 2,000 people to win $2. He would then take those $2 and buy into 11-cent tournaments, which would give you 8 of those. No, 16? 16, yeah, about 16 or 17 11-cent tournaments. He would have to take that 11-cent tournament and then turn it into, right? You can do the math all the way along. I suspect it probably, and so he did it. He went from $0 to $10,000, and my understanding is it took him about 9 months to make that happen, for him to do that. To show that it wasn't a fluke, he then took on that challenge a second time, like back to back. He finished it up. He said, "Yes, I did it," and he did it a second time. The second time he did it, it took him about 6 months to go from $0 to $10,000. And the point is, he's trying to show that you do not have to have a deposit money to win. So that's a PR thing. I mean, I suspect that Full Tilt probably paid him to do that. All right, we have pocket eights here. This is a very precarious hand. Do not just arbitrarily jam this hand. What hand does this guy have to put in 60% of his stack? Or sorry, 40% of his stack on this? It's a razor fold for us, but we are not going to do that. This is a big hand he has. This may seem to be too tight, but this guy is doing the same thing. This has to be a big hand here. Bigger than our eights for sure. Most people cannot fold or would not fold this. This guy will be all in. Oh my. Think he has a set of aces, a set of queens? Probably not jacks. I know if I had that, I would jam it, but now he doesn't. Yeah.
Plus, there's over 150 more artists still to be announced. Passes available at sledisland.com.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure that this guy has a set. Anyway, so Ferguson does this twice, and he goes from 0 to 10,000 a second time in 6 months. At which point, he then says, I'm going to try and go from 10,000 to 100,000 and see how it goes. Because he showed that he did it twice, right? So it wasn't just a quote-unquote fluke. And then obviously Full Tilt runs into their shit and their problems. So I'm trying to do the same sort of thing. I've deposited 20 bucks Canadian into this account in August, and I went broke in October. I deposited another $20 Canadian January 3rd of this year, and ran the quest to go up to $120, which I did. It took me 29 days to do. I then lost all my money, or a large portion of it, playing cash, and went down to $25 or $26, something like that. This is a bad hand. You should fold this, by the way. All right? This is not as good as you think it is. This is like that king queen from earlier on. This is the problem is right here. Even if we jam, we just can't get through here. Right? No ace is going to fold here, so now you're behind. Right? And now this guy decided to call off with 4-8, so now we need 4 outs that we're avoiding. Yay, we get a full double up off of this guy. This one is actually a better hand. We're not going to jam here. We're just going to fold, but this is actually a better hand than the king queen, or the king jack, obviously. If you're going to jam, that's the hand to jam. So I've been plugging along. Let's come over here. So here's the guy that jammed his 8s all the way through, and he couldn't get either one of these two guys to fold. So this guy doesn't have 6 outs. He only has 5 outs because he was splitting with this other guy. And the other guy's still lost. Here it is again, same sort of thing, right? With his pocket 8s, he still couldn't get rid of this guy with king 7. Right, this is what I'm talking about. This is why you have to pick your starting hands to be so much better. Oops, we got moved here, so let's move this one real quick. 33, because we actually have ace queen over here. We are looking to see what happened here. We're just replaying it now. We fold the ace 9. This guy goes all in. This guy over here called. Right? And he's got king 7 versus pocket 8s. So he's got 3 outs and then he hits it twice. Right? This guy was just trying to put incredible pressure on this guy with a shitty hand, and he got his hand in the kicking jar. But he can afford to take that risk and pay it off, right? Right? This is what happened. Oops. That's what happened with this guy. That's a pretty good flop. What's over here? Probably not going to fold this. Right, for 2 outs, for 2 bigs, probably not going to fold that. We would have to jam all the way in here for this guy to call. Actually, we are going to fold this hand. Four? It is a 4. So that's confirmation bias. So, but with 2 people all in, why would you take that risk? Ace king, ace queen. Now you're down to 3 outs. As it turns out, we actually had it there. This guy hits the 3 outs, and now we have to hit to get lucky for our tournament life. 25 people left in this tournament. 17 make the money, so we've got a little bit of work here. We're going to have to double up here somewhere along the way. Anyway, so I switched over. Once I went from $20 to $120 on this website, I switched over to American cash, American dollars. And it's just tracking purposes, right? It was just easier to do. So 120 Canadian is about 87, 88, 89 Canadian. Sorry, 120 Canadian is about 89 American. I am currently sitting at 69 American in play. So kind of clawed back here in the last 20 sessions or something like that. Let's take a look here. Oops, this is not the one I'm looking for. It's this one here. We've had 2 major upgrades to our bankroll in the last 2-3 days, which is very helpful. 11, that's big. Look at me. Oops. What happened over here? Oh, there we go. Oh, got to run another ad break. Jeez Louise. These things happen, and you got to work through some of these things. We're all in. We picked it with 6-handed. 2 are in there. We got a jam. This is this guy and this guy are the most 2 we're worried about. Right? Because he's got so many chips. This is the chip leader, by the way. He's got so many chips. Any ace king, ace queen is not going to fold. Oops. It's this one. So we're out of the rebuy over here. We're going to do the same thing. We are going to raise over here. We have ace 9. We're not folding. And we're not folding here either. Right? We have a pair and the nut flush draw. We're never folding. Let's come back over here. We're still waiting. This is the other guy. We got to get through Dennistown. And we take this down, which is much needed blind and a half. Let's run an ad break. Right back.
Express Pass is here. Get unlimited free grocery pickup and delivery on eligible orders whenever you shop online at Real Canadian Superstore, your independent grocer, no frills, and more. That's right. Save time and pay $0 pickup and delivery fees when you order PC Express groceries online. Terms and conditions apply. Sign up for a monthly or annual.
All right.
Start saving today.
I think you guys are back. I'm not really sure.
PCExpress.ca.
Oh, another 20 seconds. That's what we're looking for.
3, 2, 1. Stop! Hola familia, Chef Aaron Sanchez here. When judging plates, the winner isn't always clear. Taste, presentation, and creativity. It can be hard to choose, but when it comes to my antiperspirant, my choice is clear. I choose Gillette Clear Gel.
All right, so this is this is huge here, right? So small blind, big blind, and this guy's under the gun. What hand does he have under the gun to just call there, right? Pocket eights. Would you jam with pocket eights? Let's see what this guy has. And no matter what it is, it has to be shit, right? So don't call six-handed. Don't call with shit hands. Let's see what Dreamstat has here. He's got King 5 suited, right? So if the 5 hits, he's messed, right? So now he only has the 3 kings to hit, right? This is what I'm trying to highlight over and over and over again. With these shitty hands, you have to hit to win. Just have a little better hand selection, and he will be better off with it, right? That's awesome. I love it. I love it. All right, let's come over this other one because it turns out we have ace 4 and we just fold in the small blind. Again, more because of this. We got 6.1 bigs. We have to protect our half a big blind against this. We hit, and so we are in that same situation I just talked about. I have ace 4. This guy has 4-4. That means we have 3 outs. If the guy dropped his hand in front of you and you saw that he had 4-4 and you have ace 4, would you still call? If you are, please tell me what poker room you're playing and I'll come over. I'll get on a flight. Because you only have 3 outs. The fact that I hit the ace doesn't mean that my ace is going to be any good. Because there's another guy here who has all the chips on the planet. We are on the bubble in this tournament. 17 people make it and 21 are still in the tournament. This is how we roll. You see all those circles at the bottom? We have a 1, we have a green, we have a red, and we have two yellows. We're trying to make it into the money. We're trying to win our way in to a bunch of different things here. We are by far, we are 21 out of 21 here. There you go. You're never getting one of ace. Ace 7 even. This guy's just going to call down so wide because he can afford to take the shot and miss. You cannot. Right? So now we're just trying to find the right hand to jam over and over and over again. Let's see who's here. The Knack, are you still here? Are you going to be streaming later on tonight? Are you going to be on? Let's make sure we give another shout out to the Knack. Excuse me. Because now we are in the time that it's almost time to be done. It's about 4. I'll be right back. I get my phone. I got to text Mrs. Frostmage right back. Mrs. Frostmage is out of town. So I did a talk show earlier on today from 12 until 1 Mountain Standard Time. It's down below. It's in the link in my YouTube channel. I upload my talk show, or Who Cares Tonight, our talk show, as well as my poker to that YouTube channel. I also stream. I'm going to stream World of Warcraft later on tonight, probably 7 or 8, depending on 7, I think. It just depends on what time we are raiding. This is big here, right? This guy is not folding. What are you waiting for? Get your 2.6 in here. You're not folding for 2.6. So when this guy bets 40% of his stack, you know he has a big hand. So this guy then goes to 12.2, which is just short of a double here. You know that this guy comes over the top. Why are you? Is he sitting out? You're not folding. Oh my God, he folded for 2.6. What the hell? Mrs. Frostmage is saying she's so tired. Yes. Because you're in Montreal, you get up at 8 o'clock to get ready, and she's saying that they don't have a beer store close by. All right, so we're still in this tournament here. We have 3 tables left. We are trying to... Oh, shit. That's something different. Wow, I was not paying attention here. Let's switch over here. All right, so there's 3 tables left in this tournament. We are in 21st place with 17 making the money. 17 making the money here. This tournament is different. We are in 4th place and 13 people left, and 10 make the money. Dinner in 35 minutes. All right, well, let's hang out here for a little bit. I'm hanging out getting my free poker coaching. I'm sure I don't know what you're talking about, young sir. As I've advocated all the way along and shared, I'm not very good. I do not know what's going on here. So I'm a cash game specialist, as it were. I am not a poker specialist. In fact, when Mrs. Frostmage and I first started dating, I had never... Ooh, we're in the money. That's huge. Let's switch this one over, right? We're in the money in this tournament, which is huge. We're not folding our pocket sixes at this point. We go broke, but we're not folding. Oh, now we're folding. Now we're folding because of this. This is monster. We are going to patiently wait, but we are going to fold this for sure. That's a huge hand right there. Oh my God, it's 4s. What? Well, pushes off the best hand, and so, yikes, I guess that works. But we know what we know with this guy, and that's why we do it, right? So now we're in the same one. Now for sure, no matter what happens, we're never folding. We expect to get called in 2 places for sure. I live in Calgary, Canada. We do not have a lot of poker rooms here. I think we have 6 poker rooms. No, maybe 5 poker rooms. We only play no limit and we play 1-2/1-3. There's minor subtle differences between 1-2 and 1-3, but they're so minimal that to make it almost non-existent. Once a week, a couple of years ago anyway, before COVID, once a week we had a 2-5 game at one casino, one table, one casino at a 2-5 game. You had to sign up throughout the week to get on there. They started when they had 9 people, but it was the same 7 people that signed up every week. So when you sit down, and you can see the lineup, you can see who's there. I mean, these are the better poker players in the city. So the question becomes, do you want to move into be a big fish in a small pond because those 7 other people are playing over here, or do you want to be the little fish in the big pond where you're all kind of at the same level? Like in Vegas, you can go to a bunch of different rooms to do a bunch, like play whatever level you want, and you have so many more people. But where I live, the 4th largest city in the country, we don't have that same option.
Our harsh prairie climate. Are EVs just for the rich? We've talked to government associations.
Well, I didn't know that he had that, so we'll take that huge double up here. By the way, that was a much needed double up. Right, so I've played the 2-5 game a couple of times, and then it's when I went up to the front desk and asked them, like, can I see the light up for next week? They said, sure, no problem, just ask, here you go. And they showed, I'm like, it's the same people, and I play well. I can hold my own against those guys, but I don't want to play that because I can just sit down at a 1-3 game and just rip it up, right, over and over and over again. So as I said, last year I lost $88. That's it. That's the first time in years that I've lost money playing poker. So I'd never played tournament before. Now I'm working on playing tournament poker. And as I said, from $40 or from 25 American dollars to 88 American dollars. That's what we're looking for right now. We're at 69. So we are well on our way, as it were. But chip preservation is paramount. You can just reach in your pocket and buy more, but for me, I have goals with it. By going from 20 to 120 shows that I can hold my own in the group, and then going without putting more money, like going to work, making money, and coming home and putting $20 in there. This shows that you have deep pockets. You just $20, $20, $20, right? Over and over and over and over again. That's not showing that you are winning, right? One of the guys I was following yesterday, he said, he looked it up and said, this guy has lost $25,000. There's a couple of things that are occurring there, but I'm like, what? How does that even happen? Chip preservation is paramount. You should be folding a shit ton more hands than you actually think you should. Right? I show my hands. It is on a 3-minute delay. We're just making a move here. We're making a move with our 6s. This guy and this guy are the 2 guys we expect to call. If this guy calls and he misses, he would be devastated. He would only have less than 5 bigs. It's this guy and this guy. So now we're avoiding 6 outs. And he smacks both of them. So unless we hit a 2-outer, we're out of the tournament. And that just is what it is. Right? I don't feel bad. It's right. It just is what it is. We got our hand in good and we lost out. What more can you possibly ask for? Right? Carlos Morrison did that a couple years ago. He was being interviewed from some WCPT host, who I think is Canadian, Shauna Hyatt maybe. It doesn't really matter, but he went out in 6th, 5th, 4th place. He didn't win the tournament. It was like, oh, you got to be devastated. Oh, I was like, oh, and he's like, yeah, there's another tournament tomorrow. you have to get to that point. It's you avoid tilt by doing that, and it takes a long time, right? It sucks, but if that guy dropped his cards in front of you, and you see you have pocket sixes and he has ace eight, would you still do the same move? It's better than 50-50, not by much, but it's slightly better than 50-50. Don't you want to be on the positive side of the 50-50? Right? This is a part that people misunderstand over and over and over again, and this is how you win. Right? You beat these guys on that differential. This is Caro's table of misery that I'm talking about. This is why jacks are almost, because of where we're at. Where was I? I was in the money on that one. Because there's only 16 or 15 people left. Now you have to gamble a little bit more. Now you're just trying to double up. And if you go out, yeah, fuck it, you're already in the money, right? But when you're in tournaments are 4 stages. You have to know where you are in which stage of the tournament and adjust accordingly. Slow, fast, right? That's it. Slow, fast. 4 stages of the tournament. And there's actually deciding, like every tournament isn't exactly on the 55th person or the 54th person. It's not like that. So it's a little bit of finger wagging back and forth. But, oops, sorry about that. Forgot to switch over. You got to know when it occurs. And it's just observing when to switch over, and when it switches over, then you can get out of the way or not get out of the way accordingly. You have an ace 4 suited. Just because you have ace 4 suited is no reason to play an ace 4. If that makes any sense at all. Let's run a quick ad. I'll be right back. What is this shenanigans? Who cares? Are you in here? Show more. Let's give a shout out to Who Cares. I think I've switched over to I've switched over to the right. Sorry about that. I didn't switch over quick enough. Who Cares is streaming right now. This is Michael. He lives in Calgary. So, well, there you go. Who Cares? His name is Michael. He tells you that it's Who Cares. So Michael, Who Cares, is he got streaming there. We are looking at. Let's see what he's doing there. We have 2 tables open here. Oops. Gotta update the other one. We made the money in that one. Right? Because we made 40 cents or something. Let's slide this to the background. We got... we're in for $2.42 today. We are currently out for $16.62. Right? So we're at more than $14 up on the bankroll. That is where we want to be, right? As you would expect. Fast guys. I think he's just running our show from earlier on. Are you in? Oh, Mrs. Frostmage is going for dinner. There's no sound here. Okay, so we fold a7 offsuit here. There's six-handed. I can probably jam here. This is the only one you have to get through, right? But do you want to take that risk? We're at 10. Oh, probably should have taken that risk, actually. 11-handed, 10 get a ticket. All right, so we will watch this for just a minute or two. This guy's thinking the same thing. I mean, this guy could be lying here, but if you don't, now you're going to absolutely devastate yourself. He's in 6th place. Excuse me. Finished as we're all in the same tournament. All right. Yay! How many are in this tournament? 34? This is a super feeder. 34. And I placed 4th. And I didn't win any cash on it. I didn't win any of this, but I did win a ticket. I won a $2 and $20 ticket that starts in 20 minutes. That actually is going to be the end of the stream for me, though. Then we're just patiently checking out, waiting, looking to see if the knack. When is your normal stream here? You got to be close to time here, right? We don't have too many people's following. We want to give you some love if we can, right? We got 20 minutes, and we automatically get registered for the next tournament. So let's make sure we monitor that. Super 530 goes into a phase 1. Phase 1, 15 people win a $530 ticket. It didn't cost us anything, so we're going to wait for that. It cost us 33 cents into this tournament. Let's see what happens. All right, I guess that's going to be the end of it for me. Go check out Who Cares. Go check out the Knack. Who Cares is streaming right now. I see him in the background there. Nope, he's off. Offline now. He's trying to fix some sound issues, so he's no longer on. The Knack might be up in a bit, but I'm gonna log out now. Go check out the Knack here in a wee bit when he comes on. I know he would be super appreciative of having a follow, and really appreciative if you said, "Hey, Noob Frostmage sent me." That's huge, right? Because then you know where the follows come from and love. So, guys, love you. Cheers, big ears. I got just a tiny little bit. Let's finish this bad boy off. Got another soldier down. You guys have a great night. I'm going to take a break for a couple hours, and it's the end of the season, right? We only have like 2 weeks left for World of Warcraft. My guild has stopped raiding, so I'm plugging into a heroic Raz AOTC. I need it. If you guys are on and can help out and want to point to the right direction, and it's great. I'm in. If not, yeah, whatever. We'll see you guys in a bit. Hope to see you guys tomorrow. Thursday is our talk show at 12 o'clock to 1 o'clock Mountain Standard Time. I'll be streaming tomorrow. And I'll probably have a later night stream tomorrow as well. I have to pick up Mrs. Frostmage from the airport at midnight, so I probably have to play until like 11 and leave here at 11:30 or something. You guys have a great night.